So, y'all, I'm going to say this to some men and women. This is for people if you got anger problems. Okay, this going to help y'all out a lot. This really helped me with my anger. So I'm going to help you with your anger. You ever been in a relationship with a man or a woman and you thought, man, I'm so mad at this person? You know what helped me? I had to dictate what was really making me angry. Okay? Am I so mad at this level or at this level? I'm going to explain to you what I mean. If I'm mad at you, right, for either the way you decide to behave or act or the way you chose to move against me, I put it into categories. And based off those categories, that's when I know, okay, let me go try to calm down. So let's start with category 1. When somebody makes you mad in category 1, it's so mad that you think, I want to poke you with a safety pin, right? Pow, pow, pow. See, that's not that mad. It's like, I just want to stick you, right? Okay. Level 2. Somebody makes you so mad, you think to yourself, you know what? I want to kick you, right? Do you notice how every little thing I'm showing you thus far is going up a notch? Not a hard kick, but like just a little, like, stop, right? Okay? We're going to skip to level 10. This is when I knew somebody had made me mad, like really, really, really mad. I didn't seek vengeance on them, but you know what I was thinking in my head? I said, you made me so mad that I want to make so much money and get so rich so I can hire Stone Cold Steve Austin from WWF and The Undertaker and Lita and the Hardy Boys to have a wrestling match to beat their ass. That's when I knew I thought different from people, because I was like, me whipping your ass wouldn't make sense. Me ruining my life would make sense. But what would make sense is making so much money that you can hire somebody to whoop somebody's ass that you can't stand. And I thought to myself, damn, how much do these people cost? I literally, y'all, went on the internet and looked up the net worth of some of my old favorite wrestlers when I used to watch WWF. And I'm talking about the original WWF. We used to be on TV, on UPN, like the old one, right? I said, how much money would I have to pay these people to get this done? That's how mad I was at somebody, that I thought to myself, I can't do it physically, because I thought to myself, dang, if I beat this person, they'll think I'm a bad person. Or I thought people had this perception of me that I'm some angry black woman. You know, y'all know how that go. Society, right? And then I thought to myself, how do you get away with winning, right, against someone, but also you still want them to get their ass beat? I figured it out, y'all. You got to hire the WWF wrestlers from the old school. No shade to the new ones and nothing like that, but the old school ones, you know, they got legendary theme songs. They never stopped. You know what I'm saying? They hold weight. They got memory. And I remember thinking, they need to just DDT him like 2 times. You know what I mean? Smack him on the ground, slam him with a chair. That's when I knew somebody made me mad. That I literally concocted a whole plan so I could make some more money. I'm talking about so much money that I could hire people to just whoop your ass. And I thought to myself, could I get this broadcasted? Would people pay money to watch me hire people to whoop this man's ass? Like, is that something you would be interested in? That's when I knew I was different. It was on that day. Yep, and I still remember it. And what's so funny is when I think about how mad they made me then, I kind of laugh at it, because that was just a plan I came up with when I was in like what? I want to say like high school or middle school. Somewhere around that time period. I thought, oh, I wish they could DDT you. Right? And then I thought to myself, if that's what made me mad then, imagine what would tick me off now. Imagine what I could come up with. Imagine the plans. You know why I'm telling people this? A lot of you should start putting your anger in categories. People don't really make you mad. They really make you mad at levels. Like, are they at level 1? Now, a lot of things don't get to me as much, right? And then think level 2. Then think of level 10. Like, would you really make that much money to waste it on somebody? You see how smart you get over time? That I thought to myself, I wouldn't even want to waste my money on something like that. Now, I ain't gonna lie. It becoming an event and making the money back, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. That's fantastic. But you know, it's just to kind of show y'all how when you get angry, you should start changing your mind, and I'm talking about this immediately, like as soon as you can, so that you can put that energy into something that you could profit from or create, okay, or make. Because there's a lot of people out here that I notice, like people in this world is just angry. Oh, and I understand why. But they don't know how to vocalize the anger correctly. They don't know how to put the anger into like an energy source of like fuel or whatever. They don't know how to do it. So I'm here to share that with some of y'all. If you ever get mad or you ever get pissed off, I'm telling you, start putting your anger in categories. And then if you think, I'm telling y'all, if somebody make you so mad that you could come up with an idea of how bad you want to do them because they did you so bad, that's how you know that you have real gifts, talents, and potential to use your mind for something else. Look at the capability you have. And if you could think of a whole plot, a whole idea, a whole way to profit something. Now imagine doing that same thing and turn it into something. And y'all know what's so interesting? When this person had made me mad, and this when I was younger and I came with that idea, I cannot make this up. When I was in high school, I ended up making I tried to make like a cake pop business. And this was before cake pops became as popular as they are now, just at the third. And I baked the whole red velvet cake, cupcakes, and cake pops. Originally, the idea was supposed to be for this boy at the time I had a crush on. And I wanted to prove to him that I could cook. Y'all, patriarchy had me doing some crazy stuff. Lord have mercy. I want to prove this man I could cook. And so I brought a red velvet cake, y'all. Showed up in my 6-inch heels. I had my hair all done, all blowed out. Okay, lipstick popping, outfit popping. Just for him not to even be at school that day. Y'all, every time I think about this, I laugh. But I did make money, though. I remember thinking like, damn. And people bought my cake pops. I only sold it for like $1. And then I ended up getting in trouble because the principal told me to come to school and come to the office. And he was like, you're in trouble. And I was like, what did I do? And he said, I heard that you're selling food on school campus. I said, yeah, I am. And he says, you can't sell food unless you're a part of a club or using it to fund. I said, well, sir, I am using the money to fund things. And he says, okay, what's the organization? I said, it's called the Fund of Camilla. The fund of me. Yes, I'm using it to fund my life because I need things. And this is the smartest way to do it. And then turns out he shut down my business in a day because the word around school had got around that I'm the girl that sell the red velvet cake pops. And so when he found out about it, I had to come to the office. And then, y'all, we had a culinary program at my school when I was in high school. So there was groups of people who were in culinary that were cooking so they could sell these plates to the teachers. And I said, so you not really mad that I'm selling cake pops? You mad because I'm interfering with the culinary business? Oh, y'all. Oh, talk about start of a villain era. I thought to myself, wow, I'm telling y'all, they shut my stuff down in literally like a day. And then he said if I ever got caught doing something like this again, he said I would be suspended from school. Can you imagine? This is what I'm showing y'all. So that way you understand how to like fuel your anger and stuff into creative ideas or something that you can actually benefit from. Because a lot of people I meet in this time period now, they so mad. But I'm like, bro, if y'all just would switch your mind to say, okay, if I get mad, what can I create? What can I make? Like, what could I do? Now, the part of me telling y'all the little second story about me was in high school was because that situation showed me that people will always see certain things as a competition or obligation. And at that time, he told me I had to have one teacher who was willing to like support our club, and then they had to sign like all this paperwork to agree to it, and that I couldn't just be going around school selling stuff. I have to have somebody to do all this stuff for me. And I thought to myself, y'all really just want to cut a profit. I'm like, brother, if you want to cut, just say you want to cut of the business. Just invest so you can get a cut. I don't know why you sitting there acting like you want. And then and then I gave him a cake pop. He was like, well, these are good. I know. Yeah, I just wanted to tell some of y'all this story in case some of y'all are feeling high levels of anger. The anger that you feel is not bad. It's just that you got to fuel it into something else. Until my next video.